Maybe we'll make the pie first so it's in the oven. Do you want an apron?
Sure.
There we go.
All
Okay,
right.
now you're ready for business. All right, so I'm Ariel Levy. I'm a staff writer at The New Yorker. Welcome to Sunday Supper. My dear friend Matt Hyams, who I grew up with, is with me. We're going to start off by making a pumpkin pie because Matt loves pumpkin pie. Isn't that true, Matt?
That's true.
What do you love best about it?
I love the texture.
Yeah.
And I guess the taste
It's delicious.
would be my first preference.
Okay, I don't want to front to our audience or to you. This is not going to be like from scratch. Okay, mix the sugar and the cinnamon and the salt and ginger cloves in a small bowl. All right.
Salt. Cinnamon.
Yeah, I know, I'm doing it. Will you seal that, sucker? That is what I meant as sucker, not you. Teaspoon of cinnamon. Matt, this is what a clove looks like in real life. Smell.
Wonderful. Found in suburban bathrooms all over the world.
Because it smells like potpourri.
Yeah.
We would know because we're from the suburbs. Matt and I grew up in Larchmont, New York. And there was nothing to do. So we spent our entire adolescence driving to get Snapple from 7-Eleven. And where did we go to get it?
Scarsdale.
Scarsdale.
Yeah.
Matt, when did you start eating organic, do you think?
2 years old.
Yeah. We both were raised vegetarian. And we both strayed. But Matt's gone back. But
I eat fish.
Put your fingers in your ear. Tonight he's gonna eat bacon. It's in the soup. My mother was into making this soup. She was into making everything from the Moosewood cookbook. I don't know, as an adult, it sort of one day occurred to me, if you put bacon in, it would be amazing.
There's bacon in this?
A half a cup is a serving. Oh boy. This is where this happens.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I can hear them screaming.
Yep. This is why this food gets delicious, though. I've tried it without the bacon.
It makes everything better.
Yeah. Look, you're right. Vegetarianism is superior, obviously. It's a bacon shake. What did we eat before kale?
I don't want to know. I don't want to remember.
I don't know. I don't want to know about a world.
So what kind of soup is this?
This is a white bean and kale. They say minestra. I'll never know why it's not minestrone. Like, we could talk to one of the many.
Right, what makes it an oni?
This is not a mystery that needs to remain a mystery. We could ask any of the many people on staff at The New Yorker who speak Italian. Like Ann Goldstein, the translator of the Elena Ferrante novels, which I think is just the most amazing thing in the world that she does that.
All right, tell me when to stop.
Not for hours.
Oh my God.
So, who is coming to dinner?
My dear friends Jonathan Adler and Simon Doonan, who also are on Shelter Island. We started hanging out here pretty much every weekend because we like each other quite a bit. And also, that's what happens on Shelter Island. You make a friend and you stick with your friend. Welcome!
Hey!
Simon, Johnny,
Hello.
Foxy.
Good to see you.
Oh, I
Great
love
to
that
be
you've
here.
got the fire on.
Yeah, and the window open. So let's talk about what's on all our minds.
Bruce Jenner.
That's the
Bon
one.
appetit.
Hi, y'all.
Hyam.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, that's Matt's last name.
I know.
Hyams.
Hyams. Well, thank
Hyams, y'all. From being like the iconic athlete, which is so
Cover
impressive.
Playgirl.
Cover Playgirl, Studio 54, religious, Kardashians, Republican
Wheaties.
race car driver, Wheaties. I'm like,
Who are you
and
not?
now transgender.
You're everyone.
He's everyone.
He's Zelig.
Who else is that?
Many
epic?
people things.
Yeah. Actually, Simon's kind of Zelig-y. He was like punk, then he was New
was
Romantic
glam
in LA,
rock before
London,
that.
then in the punk world, London.
Yeah.
And a reality show star. So yeah. Bruce and I are like this.
Yeah.
I think you're like a B-list
How do
Zelig.
you, what gender do you...
He's actually quite cis.
I'm very blokey,
Very
believe it or not.
I know. I didn't ask that ludicrous question.
He's super cisgender.
It is true that you get ma'amed a lot, which is a
Yeah.
funny thing for a person with a beard and a
I
penis.
just traveled to LA and back, and I got missed, ma'amed, over here, ma'am. People always think I'm a woman.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Even Shane
Because
Hill.
I'm petite and I
he's
wear
petite.
a cross-bodied bag and often wear flowery shirts.
That's the thing.
But
I
often,
mean-
like, I'll wake up in the morning and look over and be like, ma'am, can you please...
like, I would say 40% of the time while out in public, particularly the airport
and
and supermarket.
30% of the time in
That's really
private.
weird.
And then on the phone, 100%.
100%.
You tell me that.
On the phone, 100%.
And here's what's interesting.
Oh, here we go.
People are much more mean if they think you're a woman. They're very dismissive and they bark at you.
Really? This just in.
I wonder what kind of a woman they think you are.
Yeah.
Like a very handsome
Cis.
woman.
Cis.
Let's talk about what
What is
kind of
cis?
woman.
You don't know what cis is?
No, I
like
didn't know what you were
cisgender? Dude,
Isn't.
I guess you have the least connection to the LGBTQ community of anyone in this room. And basically, it means that your gender expression conforms to the gender you were assigned.
You're born
At birth.
into the body that fits your truth.
But I'm trying to broaden cis out to use it for everything. Like, how's the kale soup? It's pretty cis kale soup, or it's trans.
So it would be the
So it
kale
could be good or
soup
bad,
where there was
perhaps.
just one little bit of kale and you think, wonder why the chef called it kale.
That would be probably trans, but like a kale soup
Yeah.
that's loaded with kale
Is a cis
and tastes
kale
like
soup.
a kale
so
soup.
would you say this is a cis kale soup?
I'd actually call it a trans kale soup.
Thank you, Simon.
I'm very confused. And I'm actually more preoccupied with what Bruce Jenner's going to be wearing. I'd love to
I
go
bet
shopping
you are.
with him.
Oh my god, I'd love to watch you go shopping with him. Do you guys want a vegetable pie?
We'd love
Yeah.
to.
Great. Glad you could eat
Oh,
it.
what's that on the floor? That's not a Foxy dropping, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
That's right. Just pick it up with a paper towel.
Foxy, you're
I'll pick
so
it up with
embarrassing.
toilet paper, then
I'll
just throw it
blush.
down the bowl.
Foxy, what a terrible impression. This was your TV debut.
Yeah.
We're leaving
Don't
them
you
out.
want to film Foxy's
What?
turd?
These dishes.
No, don't pick it up with paper towel.
Why?
Let him do it with toilet paper, then you can flush it down the toilet.
I don't want you carrying that thing through my house.
Foxy.
You think just the
Foxy,
one?
you've embarrassed us in front of a writer for the New Yorker. So I had dinner last weekend with my mom and my dad's bestie, who was this dude, Paul Ekman, who's like a famous psychologist. My dad went to the University of Chicago, and my dad was an incredible artist, and Paul said that the entire conflict was that he was this legendary on-campus artiste, and then my grandfather said, no, you gotta go to law school.
His entire waking life, when he wasn't working, was devoted to making art. So I tell young people now, it's like you've got to collage it together. You can have your creative passion, but it's not necessarily going to pay your electricity bill.
I did the opposite journey of him, like, I had this passion and then pursued it as a career.
And as a business.
And as a business,
Yeah.
like doing it as a business has made me much more creative and prolific, but I don't want to do it in my spare time
Right.
the way he did. So I don't know who was right or who was wrong. And for him, it was quite pure.
And also, maybe you don't want to do it in your spare time, because in your spare time, you want to do fun things with all the money you make from doing the business so successfully.
Well, like most
In your
potters.
spare time, you can go do the elliptical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do love to do the elliptical.
I do. I'm digging
You
in.
might.
Take it.
But, well, that's attractive.
Heaven.
Well, great, guys.
Terrific. We knocked it right out of the park once again, didn't
Yes.
we?
Cracker of an evening. Blow it up.
Thanks, Ari.
Thanks
Thank
for coming.
you.
Thank you.
So fun.
See you next weekend.
Where
Later,
did I
yeah.
put Foxy's leash?
Right
Oh,
here.
here it is. Right on top of
Foxy's leash.
where she takes you.
We're on top of the floor toilet.